Now, WYFF News 4 presents For the Record.
Welcome to For the Record. I'm Nigel Robertson. WYFF News 4 is committed to bringing you important issues that are affecting our community, and that is what we plan to do each Sunday morning. Artificial intelligence is here to stay, and people across all fields are studying how to best use it, and at the same time, how to safeguard against people using it in a negative way. Joining me first this morning is Dr. Alex Feltes, Clemson University professor. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Define, first of all, what is AI?
That's a loaded question, right? So artificial intelligence is using computers to emulate human thought, extract knowledge from human things we've experienced and learned over the millennium of being humans.
Yeah.
But having the computers be able to extract that information out, now with generative AI, it can actually take that information and reorganize it and synthesize new answers for you. You can actually have conversations with it.
It is the current technology of the day. And when you're teaching college students, it is their language. So understanding it in a positive way has to be important.
Yeah. Well, definitely, but understanding it on a technical level is really important. And I have to understand it from a teaching perspective, but also a researcher perspective, because I use a lot of it to analyze a lot of DNA data sets and genetic data sets that I do. But it's really, one of the things about it that's kind of blown me away is it's very natural. If you start asking it questions, it can give you very sophisticated answers. But you can also say, did I get that answer right? And they can be a teacher with you once you learn how to bypass if you do a Google search, you'll go and search for information, get the information back, and you process it, but it'll actually do a lot of processing for you.
I love how you just said that. So everyone knows how to go to a search engine and type in what's the capital of South Carolina, and it tells you Columbia.
Right.
But with this, it's different because it doesn't put the information in front of you and you see the answer. It tells you.
Yes.
But is it right?
Well, so that of course, that's a question too, is your teacher right? If you've ever you've had good teachers and bad teachers, I'm sure, in your life, right? I won't say what I am, but it kind of varies, I think. So if you use ChatGPT, which is a very popular, it's a search engine, you go ask it questions, it gives you answers, and it gives you, as a scientist, it gives me 40% of the time correct answers, perfect answers. The other ones are shaky, and sometimes they're just wrong. It hallucinates and gives you bad answers. But I have a company called Praxis AI, and we've actually engineered it to where it goes and checks all the answers and gives proper citations. And after about a year of using Priya is the name of our agent, or teaching assistant, really, it's like a professor in your pocket kind of thing. That her answers are almost always impeccable, and they're as good as me. I've been a scientist for 30 years or something like that. It's been so many years, I don't know how many years it is. But her answers, as an expert, I say that they're great. And because I get tired and stuff like that, they're usually better than mine. And she's always on and available to the students.
But this brings up a great point. Yeah. So that is the technology that you are used to using, but there's AI technology that may not look and get answers from a bunch of locations. It may look at one location, and that location could be wrong.
And so that's where the way we've solved the problem, it's really interesting, the technology behind it, I won't go into too much detail with it, but so ChatGPT is a place where they've taken the internet and made models of how people talk and linking relationships, and you and I are speaking, we can understand each other because we understand the sequence of words.
And the tone.
And exactly, and the tone, that's interesting, right, with AI is missing some things like that. But so it can synthesize that, but if there's no answer, it's this generative AI, which is what these large language models and ChatGPT is based on. If it doesn't know the answer, it makes one up. And humans do that too, right? They'll just sometimes just say things. We've gone and taken the answers and we validate them on really trusted scientific sources, like databases for biomedical literature and stuff like that, and coding databases for if you're learning how to do computer coding. The same tool can do all of these things. I can only do a couple of these things, right? But it goes and validates everything. So this concept of hallucinations, when I first started using it back in 2022, was a problem, and I wouldn't use it for teaching. But after not that much of an effort from what we did within my company, we were able to modify that and give great answers. I
Okay,
stand by 'em.
I don't want to show my age here,
Yeah.
but when I was in college, if I needed to research something, I had to put on my backpack.
Yep.
I had to go to the library. I had to pull out this file thing and find where the books are. I had to pull the book out, and I had to sit there and read it.
Yep.
Nowadays, all we have to do is we don't even have to type it.
Yeah.
We just ask whomever.
Yeah.
Are we losing the ability to do the research on our own?
Yes and no. So we have the potential for being able to access more information. It's been there since, we had search engines on the internet, right? Or everything digitized. But right now, I think that so we can access more information, for sure. But it's making a lot of these actually it can go and pull from all these different sources and synthesize it in a concise way. So you might lose all that. I kind of miss going to the library.
Yeah.
I remember QC was the place where all the science stuff
Right,
was.
right,
I go to that little section where I just pick up books and read. Total nerd. But I like me as a scientist, I cannot read. If I'm studying, autism spectrum disorder, that's one of the things we study and do genetics in the lab. There are thousands, if not sometimes millions, of articles, scientific articles. I can't even read the titles.
Yeah.
The AI can read all that stuff and synthesize it and give you the answer. It can do the research for you, so you're not growing the neurons by struggling, but you have access to the information in a much better way, I find, than a Google search, which Google search is awesome, right? But it doesn't synthesize for you. It goes and finds websites where people have synthesized, and there's so much sponsored stuff and sometimes just diluted stuff that isn't really important. But the generative AI can go through and find the answer for you, and that's what I'm blown away by. Yeah, and we're trying to point it at, I'm using it as a teaching assistant in the classroom, but we're using it in my lab too to be able to do things like take a bunch of cancer data sets and generate similar cancer data sets, and then ask questions about what are the genes that are causing cancer from a conversational perspective. So super nerd, but the Star Trek Enterprise computer, they would ask questions to it when is the core going to blow up on this planet, and it could figure it out. The AI, I think, has gotten to that point where you can start asking, maybe not that question, but what causes cancer?
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, our conversation about artificial intelligence just beginning. Stay with us for more on For the Record.